So we moved to Puerto Rico and we were there for a few months. I went and got a stem cell injection, but something felt wrong afterwards. And I ended up having more pain and more pain and more pain in my back. Finally, one morning I woke up, Jordan, and I couldn't walk. I had to call an ambulance. They came and picked me up, got an MRI. The results came back that I had a spinal infection that was growing in my disc, in my vertebra, an abscess by my spinal cord. I met with an infectious disease doc. He said, Josh, you're likely never gonna walk normally again. He said, most of the time with this sort of issue, we have to fuse the spine, sometimes put metal rods in the spine. And he said, this could kill you. And I went from, Jordan, to your point, being the epitome. I mean, I was able to, do a triathlon. I was, throwing my 2-year-old daughter, 5-10 feet in the air in the pool, cycling, swimming every day, being really physically in great shape to where I was told that my life would never be the same. And I had about 48 hours where, just to be honest, I felt like my life was over. And for me, it was really a test of faith. So I had about 48 hours that were incredibly difficult. And then I had this time in prayer where I felt like Jesus just said, walk with me. That's sort of like what I heard in my ear, was just walk with me. I believed and started to believe that God was going to completely cure me, completely heal me from this diagnosis. And so I dove in and just started doing everything I could to learn about how to heal. And it led me to things like learning about hyperbaric oxygen therapy, started reading up on that, started learning about doing things like methylene blue and different types of IVs and red light therapy and other types of advanced treatments. And I started going through my own protocol, and praise God, I started getting better and better and better. I do want to mention though, I had this voice that would sometimes come in my ear and I would have to just banish it through prayer. And it would say this, Josh, listen, you might be able to get 50% better, even 70%, but you'll never get 100%. And I fought that off, and I just continued to pray and believe and know that God would heal me. I continued to do all the right things and knowing my body was a temple. And I was able to completely heal. So now I'm back 100%. I was just at my daughter's swim practice. I swim with them all the time. I'm throwing both my daughters in the air in the pool. I can cycle, I can swim, lift. I'm back 100%. In fact, in certain ways, I'm actually better now than I was.